Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. If you didn't see the video posted by Plarium already on what's coming next for their 7th year anniversary, then you gotta go check it out. It's on the news section of the game. You can check it out on your own. I want to cover something very important that was released in as part of the video that maybe hasn't been covered yet by other creators. And it's something that you need to know going forward if you're somebody looking to take advantage of what is coming next in Raid. And I'm talking about the new feature with fusions. And I'll explain how that works because it's not very clear. And it's something that changes everything for basically everyone nowadays. Everything changes, honestly, with how we look at Raid from now on. And only basically the whales don't care at all about this. Me as a more veteran player, but not a whale, I'll have to change the way that I look at the game from now on, because this is basically something that is completely new to us, right? So if we have a look at the video, guys, I want to cover everything very quickly, just as part of this. A huge thing here is the new clan boss thing that they're gonna do, where the clan boss will have an increased difficulty. I'm not gonna let the video go and listen to it. You can check it on your own, but basically it's gonna be a coalition event where everybody will be partnering together like we had in other ways of the coalition events. And basically you'll be doing the clan boss, and there's going to be clan rankings, there's going to be single player rankings, and with the individual points that you get, you'll have different rewards, and one of them will be like a cool avatar. But it's very cool that we're gonna have a new, more difficult version of the clan boss, because yeah, here's the avatar border. It's very cool we're gonna have a new version of the clan boss because it's gonna be much more difficult. All right, I'm guessing it's gonna be ignoring unkillable block damage, even shields, possibly, so that no shield teams can go through. As we see here, this sort of team with Mariska Taras went 345 turns as an example, but I'm guessing this will be changed as we encounter the real thing when the time comes. All right, and there's going to be different rewards as you see here. I'm guessing these rewards are going to change. It's not going to be just one ancient shard. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing that they're adding. I love the idea of a new clan boss in the sense of like a higher difficulty. It's something we wanted from the start. We're also going to have live arena battles, but with friendly battles, so you can fight your clan mates with this. It's not going to use any resources, but also you won't gain anything. It's just going to be for fun, which I don't mind at all, because I do enjoy you know, the live arena fights, and especially with somebody that you can talk to. Maybe we'll do something with other content creators. So here comes the big thing, guys. This is going to be the new change coming into the game, which is the changing of the fusions. So how is this gonna work? Because they don't explain it very clearly in the video, guys. The way that this is gonna work is that every fusion from now on will be a fusion that can be changed to a fusion of the past. So if you're a brand new player, this is your chance to do fusions from the past. This is amazing for brand new players. You'll have a huge range of champions as a choice for them to pick and choose which one to eventually get. There's one problem though. From now on, there's no a single fusion that you can skip if this is something you want to take advantage of. You won't have that chance at all. It will not be possible. Why? Because Plarium has now introduced a new currency called the fusion coins, which you see here at the top. These fusion coins you acquire from every fusion you do from now on. So the next fusion that is coming for the month of March, as an example, you'll need to complete it to gain one fusion coin. And the thing is, the way that these fusion coins work is that they allow you, all right, they allow you to do a different fusion from the past, but with an upgraded cost. And this cost is based on what Plarium perceives as insane quality of that champion, which I do agree. For example, for Tintis, I do agree for Wixwell, Armand, Fabian, Roros, Newt. I will say Nishag is also amazing. Everyone else is very much depends on how you're doing this. But what does this really mean, guys? It means that the cost of 3 fusions means for the next 3 fusions that are coming, let's say March, April, May, you cannot skip that fusion. You shouldn't skip it because you're losing 1 fusion token if you are planning to gain one of these champions. And also, what does this mean? It means you'll also miss one of the fusion champions that is coming, because how does this thing work? The way that this works is that the fusion that you will be replacing with a past fusion, okay? So let's say for the month of June, you want to replace a fusion. You lose the month of June champion in order to complete the fusion for Tintis. At least this is how it was explained to us through their video. Tons of champions, though, will be available from the past fusions, and I'm looking at some amazing champions that you can acquire. All right, Mad Hatter, I would have expected to be tier 3. Honestly, he's an amazing champion, and myself, I consider him as a tier 3. Tier 1 champions, they didn't show, sorry, tier 3, I meant as tier 1. Tier 3 is the worst, tier 1 is the best. So they didn't show the worst quality. I don't think so in the video, so I can't really say something. But for example, in order to complete this thing, you'll need to be completing all fusions from now on. And for somebody who's like a brand new to the game, yes, this opens up the possibility for amazing champions for you to acquire, but it also puts the pressure up that you cannot skip a fusion, guys, and you'll have to skip one specific fusion in order to be replaced by something else. And if it's a champion that you wanted, maybe then you'll have to wait another month, and so on and so forth. But at least this is much better than nothing. I'm very excited about this new feature because I myself have skipped a few fusions in the past. Okay, so I have skipped a few fusions in the past. There's not some that some of them will be very important to me. Like for example, like Sir Nicholas, I did lose it because it was the first ever fusion done, but I have Sir Nicholas as a +4. Other champions that I think are going to be worth it, in my mind, I think I skipped. What was the guy? From the Banner Lords, I think I skipped Timid. It was Timid, right? Timid together with his support Kaja. So I skipped Timid. Maybe Timid is nice to have, but honestly, it's gonna be something that I'll have in mind for the future, right? Every new player from now on will have to consider, right, how do I move forward with this fusion? Do I go for it and like lose everything that I have saved up because I need those fusion tokens, or do I just go about my normal gameplay and just maybe think of the next fusion and so on? So it basically solved Plium's problem that they had with players skipping fusions. It now basically forces you to do the fusions. But honestly, guys, it is a good feature to have. Even though they're going to be forcing you in this way to do the fusions, it's honestly an amazing thing to add because of some of these amazing champions. And to close off the video, I'm going to tell you guys, it's amazing that Newt is one. It was a fusion of the past, okay? Because he's a game changer for PvE. I'm not even joking, guys. If you don't have Newt, if it's a fusion you lost, even if you have one Newt because you summoned him but you didn't do the fusion, go for a second one. You will not regret the usefulness for having 2 Newts. It's just so good, especially for the Fire Knight dungeon. He's number 1 in my list, I would say, for fusions that you need to go back and do. And then the next one for PvP, again, if you don't have him, it would be Fabian. He's a game changer versus the Stone Skins. All right, he can reduce Stone Skin to 0. So if you're somebody who has a trouble facing those Stone Skinned up champions, Fabian is amazing for PvP. And again, if you do have Fabian, there's other champions that you can consider for PvP. You can look at Armands. There's still some room for Armands in the meta, although everybody's in Stone Skin. Right, so he can reduce their Terminator to 0. He's still very annoying, very useful to specifically sheep one target, polymorph one target. and there's a lot of variety in choices that you have with other fusions such as Rotos. Amazing damage delay. Even if you don't have Sifi on his own, he has insane utility, and it's just an amazing carry. It opens up the possibility for new players in just 3 or 4 months to acquire a game-changing champion. As long as they're able to complete fusions in 4 months, they'll be able to acquire one specific legacy fusion champion plus whatever else they collect. So I do think this is a very cool change. I would like to see fusions be a little bit easier though, honestly, because I think fusions have become a little bit harder because of how everything is nowadays with the increased prices of everything. And especially with summons, it's not like we have increased ways to get shards. If you're somebody who's not doing ultra dynamic combos, then you're still a little bit behind in terms of what you do with the shards that you get. Okay, and especially with fusions, you'll have to accumulate tons of resources every single time in order to complete them. But that's it, guys, for the video. Just wanted to cover this as part of my explanation for what is up. We didn't get any other specific instructions by Plarium on this. We do have access to the test server though, which it will have some of these features that are coming up next in the game. I really want to see something cool on the test server. We'll see that and see when I can post some videos for you guys to check out. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.